Have you ever felt a deep connection to something greater than yourself? Maybe you've experienced moments where you sensed there was more to life than what meets the eye. These feelings are often the beginning of a spiritual journey, a personal quest for meaning, purpose, and understanding that goes beyond our everyday experiences. In this video, we're going to explore the power of storytelling and how sharing your spiritual journey can impact both you and others around you. We'll dive into what a spiritual journey really means, why stories are so important, and how you can start sharing your own experiences in a way that resonates with others. Let's begin by understanding what we mean by a spiritual journey. It's not about any specific religion or belief system. Instead, it's a deeply personal experience that's unique to each individual. A spiritual journey is about seeking answers to life's big questions. Who am I? Why am I here? What's my purpose? It's about looking beyond the surface of everyday life and trying to understand the deeper meaning behind our existence. For some people, this journey might involve exploring different religions or philosophies. For others, it could be about connecting with nature or finding a sense of purpose through service to others. There's no one-size-fits-all approach to a spiritual journey. What matters is that it's a process of self-discovery and growth that helps you understand yourself and your place in the world better. Now, you might be wondering why stories are so important when it comes to spiritual journeys. Well, stories have been a fundamental part of human communication since the beginning of time. They help us make sense of our experiences and the world around us. When we hear someone else's story, we can often see parts of ourselves reflected in it. This creates a powerful connection and can inspire us to look at our own lives in new ways. Sharing stories about our spiritual journeys can be particularly powerful. These stories often touch on universal themes that resonate with people across different cultures and backgrounds. They can offer hope, inspiration, and guidance to others who might be struggling with similar questions or challenges. When you share your spiritual journey, you're not just telling a story, you're inviting others to reflect on their own experiences and perhaps see them in a new light. Your story might give someone else the courage to start their own spiritual exploration or help them feel less alone in their struggles. But the benefits of sharing your spiritual journey aren't just for others. They can be incredibly valuable for you too. When you put your experiences into words, whether spoken or written, you often gain new insights into your own journey. The process of storytelling requires you to reflect on your experiences, organize your thoughts, and find meaning in events that might have seemed random or disconnected before. This act of self-reflection can lead to personal growth and a deeper understanding of yourself. It can help you recognize patterns in your life, identify areas where you've grown, and clarify your values and beliefs. By sharing your story, you're not just helping others, you're also helping yourself continue to grow and evolve on your spiritual path. Another significant benefit of sharing your spiritual journey is the sense of community it can create. When you open up about your experiences, you often find that others have had similar thoughts, feelings, or experiences. This can lead to meaningful connections and conversations that enrich your life and spiritual practice. By sharing your story, you're also contributing to a more open and understanding world. In today's diverse society, it's more important than ever to foster understanding and respect between people of different backgrounds and beliefs. When we share our spiritual journeys, we create opportunities for dialogue and mutual understanding. We learn to see the common threads that connect us all, even when our specific beliefs or practices might differ. Now that we've talked about why sharing your spiritual journey is so important, let's look at some common elements that many spiritual journeys share. Remember, everyone's path is unique, but there are often some similarities in the experiences people have. One common element is the search for answers to life's big questions. This might involve exploring different philosophies, religions, or spiritual practices. It often includes a lot of reading, thinking, and discussing ideas with others. This quest for understanding can be both exciting and challenging as you encounter new ideas that might challenge your existing beliefs. Another common aspect of spiritual journeys is facing and overcoming challenges and doubts. It's natural to question your beliefs and experiences, especially when you're exploring new spiritual territory. You might encounter ideas that are hard to understand or accept at first. You might also face skepticism or criticism from others who don't understand or share your spiritual interests. Working through these challenges is often an important part of spiritual growth. Many people on spiritual journeys also experience moments of clarity or insight. These are times when something suddenly clicks and you feel like you understand something in a new and deeper way. These moments can be profound and life-changing, often serving as turning points in your spiritual journey. Personal growth and change are also key elements of most spiritual journeys. As you explore spiritual ideas and practices, you often find yourself changing in various ways. You might become more compassionate, more mindful, or more at peace with yourself and the world around you. You might find that your priorities shift, or that you start seeing the world in a different way. Now that we've talked about some common elements of spiritual journeys, let's look at how you can start telling your own story. The first step is to identify key moments or turning points in your journey. Think about times when you had significant realizations, when you overcame major challenges, or when you felt a particularly strong connection to something greater than yourself. These moments often form the backbone of your spiritual story. When you're sharing your story, it's important to be honest and authentic. Don't try to make your experiences sound more dramatic or profound than they were. The power of your story lies in its truth and in the genuine emotions and insights you experienced. Remember, even small moments or subtle shifts in perspective can be meaningful and inspiring to others. Focus on your feelings and the lessons you learned along the way. How did your experiences change you? What did you learn about yourself or about life? These insights are often the most valuable part of your story for both you and your listeners. It's also helpful to think about the overall arc of your journey. How has your understanding of spirituality changed over time? What were the major stages or phases of your journey? Seeing the bigger picture can help you tell a more coherent and meaningful story. When it comes to actually sharing your story, there are many different platforms you can use. Social media can be a great way to reach a wide audience. You could share short posts about your experiences or insights, or even create longer-form content like blog posts or videos. If you enjoy writing, you might consider starting a blog or personal website where you can share your spiritual journey in more depth. This gives you the space to really explore your thoughts and experiences, and it allows people to follow your journey over time. Local community groups or spiritual centers can also be great places to share your story. Many of these organizations have discussion groups or events where people can share their experiences. This can be a more intimate setting where you can have deeper conversations and build connections with others on similar paths. Of course, sometimes the most meaningful way to share your story is through one-on-one conversations with friends or family members. These personal interactions allow for real dialogue and can lead to deep, meaningful connections. When you start sharing your spiritual journey, it's important to be prepared for different reactions. Not everyone will understand or agree with your experiences or beliefs. Some people might be critical or skeptical. It's important to remember that this is okay. Everyone has their own path, and their own understanding of spirituality. When faced with criticism or different viewpoints, try to respond with openness and respect. Listen to others' perspectives. You might learn something new. At the same time, stay true to your own story and experiences. Your journey is valid, even if others don't understand or agree with it. In fact, disagreements can often be opportunities for growth and learning. They can challenge you to think more deeply about your beliefs and experiences. They can also help you practice explaining your thoughts in clearer ways. Remember, the goal isn't to convince everyone to agree with you, but to share your experiences honestly and foster understanding. As you share your spiritual journey, you might be surprised by the impact your story can have. Your experiences and insights might be exactly what someone else needs to hear. Your story might inspire someone to start their own spiritual exploration, or it might help someone feel less alone in their struggles. This is the ripple effect of sharing your journey. Each person who hears your story might be touched in some way, and they in turn might share their own stories or insights with others. In this way, sharing your spiritual journey can contribute to creating a more open, understanding, and spiritually aware world. Of course, sharing your spiritual journey isn't just about talking, it's also about listening. As you share your story, invite others to share theirs as well. Ask questions, show interest, and be open to learning from others' experiences. This two-way sharing can lead to rich, meaningful conversations and new insights for everyone involved. I want to encourage you to take some time to reflect on your own spiritual journey. Think about the key moments, the challenges you've faced, the insights you've gained. Consider how your understanding of spirituality has changed over time and how it has impacted your life. Then, think about how you might start sharing your journey with others. Maybe you could write a social media post about a recent spiritual insight you've had. Or perhaps you could have a conversation with a friend about your spiritual beliefs and experiences. Remember, you don't have to share everything all at once. Start small with what feels comfortable to you. Sharing your spiritual journey is a powerful way to connect with others, gain new insights, and contribute to a more understanding world. Your story matters, and by sharing it, you never know who you might inspire or help along their own path. Thank you for watching this video. I hope it has inspired you to reflect on your own spiritual journey and consider sharing it with others. Remember, every journey is unique and valuable. Your experiences and insights have the power to touch lives and create positive change in the world. So don't be afraid to share your story. You never know who might need to hear it.